Hi friends, welcome to this YouTube channel. I'm Guru Rajan. Do you want to learn Python in 10 minutes? Watch this video to find out. What are the good features of Python? Python is a dynamically typed language, which means the Python interpreter performs type checking only when the code runs. And Python contains many useful frameworks and libraries. You consider any domain, you will find a framework in that. Talk about machine learning, talk about web development, talk about data science. There is a framework available in every conceivable domain you can find. Python can be learned effortlessly. It takes very less time to be decently productive in writing Python code. And Python is very expressive, and as a result, you can actually code big ideas in few lines of code. Let's get into the details straight away. As you can see here, so here I have a integer. So let me make it slightly bigger. So here I'm using a Jupyter notebook obviously to show you the details of the dynamic typing. So here I have an integer which I have given the value of 10, and if you if you print the type of the integer, and it's showing int. So I use the type function to print the type of the integer, and then as you can see, Python learns about the type when it is interpreted. So I can change the type. Now I'm giving a string for the same variable. I'm assigning a string, and you can see the type has changed to string immediately, and it's printing the new value of new int. And here I'm assigning a float variable, and then it is printing the float variable. And here I'm assigning a character variable, and you can see it's printing the character. Now we have seen this print statement being used again and again. So you can also use the variable name along with a string, and it works seamlessly fine. So here is a variable name which is new string, and then I'm actually printing a small string within quotes, and both of them are coming seamlessly. So the input statement in Python is just this input, and then you can give a small dialog for the user here. So you can say give a value. So I'm just compiling it, and I'm giving a value. It's printing the value 45. But the interesting thing here is whatever value we give, it's always taken as a string. So if you want to convert it, you have to convert it into an integer. Because by default the value is taken as a string. So here I am giving a value, and then it's printing that. So far we have seen how we can assign values and then print them, and how the input statement works in Python, and then how you can print the value that you have taken as an input. Now there are four important collection data types in Python. The first one is list data type. So you can see that the list is denoted with square brackets. So these are the values in the list. So the importance of the list is list can contain duplicate values, and the elements in the list are mutable, and the list values are ordered, which means that the order in which you add elements here will be the order in which they are printed. The order is maintained. So list is a very important built-in collection data type in Python. You can see you can use all these functions: append, clear, copy. So you can count how many times a variable has occurred in this list. You can extend the list. If you pop it, it pops the last element out of the list. And you can also append a value. For example, I want to append a new value. I can append it by this. And then if I print it, it's going to print the new value together. As you can see, 33 comes after this. So this is the beauty of the list. And you can also print certain values from the list, leaving out the other values. If you want to print all the values, for example, here you can print from 0 to the end value. And then you can also print certain number of values from 0th location to 5th, and then you can jump by 2 elements. So this is called slicing as applied to the list. So the next interesting thing is the dictionary. So dictionary is a collection of elements which is ordered and changeable, Dictionary can have duplicate values, but keys have to be unique and immutable. So for the different keys, you can have the same value. So dictionary comes in pairs. The first one is the key, and then you have a colon. The syntax is what is to the left of the colon is the key, and then you have the value. And then if you want to print the dictionary, you can print. So as you can see, you can copy the keys. You can get the value of the key, value of the you can print the value, and you can print both key and value. So in this flower braces, you can see that the first one is the key, second one is the value between two items. So you have a comma that separates two items in a dictionary. So here you have the for loop, and I can print only the key values. So as you can see here, I'm trying to print only the key values. So, and if I want to print both the key and the value, so this is the syntax, and items is the built-in function that comes with the dictionary. So if you gooddict is the name of the variable of the dictionary. So and then I say for key comma value in gooddict.items. I print both key and the value. As I told you, key is the first one and value is the second one after the colon. So as you can see here, we print both key and the value. And what is a tuple? Tuple resembles a structure in C, C++ and other Java programming languages. Tuple also can contain heterogeneous values, but here I have given homogeneous values, which is of the same type. And there are only two functions. As you can see in a tuple, there are only two functions, count and index. The importance of tuple is its values are immutable, and you cannot append, you cannot delete, you cannot do anything to the tuple once it's created. So it cannot be changed, but it can have duplicate values, and the tuple elements are ordered. So you have seen that the list elements are also ordered, dictionary elements are also ordered, order is preserved, and tuple elements are also ordered. So, and as you can see, there are only two things, count and index. You can perform these two. You can find out how many times the variable 99 has occurred. For example, I say count and then I give 99. So it's going to give me 2. So 2 times the value 99 has occurred. And then you have the set. And the other important thing is the elements in the tuple and the elements in the list can be indexed, with a number. You can print the values with an index. But dictionary elements, you have to use the key to print the value. You cannot use an index. And similarly, for set also, it cannot be indexed. And the unique feature of the set is you cannot have duplicate values in a set, right? You cannot have, this is a sequence data type. You cannot have duplicate values in the set. Now this is the if statement. If banana is present in this list, then I print success. Otherwise, I'm saying, so here banana is present. So this if statement, this is the syntax of the if. So you don't need to have braces in the if statement, and there should be a colon at the end. And then Python is a language which follows correct indentation. So you don't need to have braces, but if you keep 4 spaces after the first statement, you should have the same indentation for all the other places in the same line. So you leave 4 spaces for all of them. So this is an expression. So 5 is greater than 2, which is true. So it will print true. And this is a for loop where I'm using a list. This fruit is the variable that traces through the elements of this list, and then it prints each of the fruit one by one. This is a range statement. So where the variables go from 0 to 6, and there is a for loop that goes from 0 to 5, right? This is the starting value and this is the ending value. So a for loop goes through this and then prints all the values. So you can use any sequence data type here in the for loop. So you can use a dictionary or tuple or list or set. So, and then you can print it. So while loop is pretty much similar to the for loop. So like in other programming languages, the syntax is you can put a colon after the while. You don't need to have a brace over here. The index is what starts from the beginning, and then you scan through this list. I print every second element in the list using the while loop, as you can see. So we have seen the if loop, the for loop, and the while loop. Now we come to the functions in Python. So this is how you define a function: print odd numbers. I'm calling this print odd numbers. There is a for loop which goes through the numbers, and then I print the numbers. So this is the name of the function, and this is the function call. Def is a keyword that you use for defining a function. Here you can also return a value from a function. So you can find some value and return it and print it like you do in other languages. So hope you got a fair idea about the different features of Python in 10 minutes. Thanks for watching.